Good morning. Gonna start my journaling session. Join me if you like. If not, you can just skip to the part where I'll do my vlog session after this. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing more about what happened yesterday as well. I think I went for a shoot in the morning, went for my gym session, like in the evening. Shoot went pretty well. I think it was one of those days where it's like a more intense schedule than usual. But I think it fared pretty well. I fared pretty well, considering that I had to do the shoot. I usually do the shoots by myself, and this time it was with two kids, and thankfully they were cooperative. But sometimes I still need to like ensure that they're doing okay, making sure that they're not exhausted or anything. I mean, we finished the shoot within like an hour and a half or so it wasn't too bad. Then in the late afternoon, I did my gym session, trained some legs. Didn't manage to do like the full session that I wanted, but I was happy that I was able to do a gym vlog for it. And surprisingly, it, at least to me, went pretty smoothly because I did not expect it to be like something that I can just like naturally talk while doing the training, especially with people around. And yesterday there was quite a lot of people. I used to go in the mornings, but now I go in the later afternoon because I have to shift my work schedule around, and definitely more people in the later afternoon. But I think what helped was that I was able to listen to music. I mean, more of like just calming music and not the high tempo kind of music that keeps me going, but more of just like chill music, and that really calmed me down to help like talk and share without having to get too distracted by what's going on around. So if you watched the vlog from yesterday at the gym session, let me know what you think as well, because I just want to do like some sharing in that sense as well, and for other people to follow along if they want to, as I go through my lifestyle. So we did like the morning routine, like movement and stretching. We continue to do like the journaling, and I would later on also continue to vlog on different sessions that I do, like longer stretch sessions, perhaps some breath work, gym session for the upper body as well. Today I've got some meetings set up for collaboration, perhaps on LinkedIn, and having a chat with Brian, who I will potentially be working or collaborating with in the future. He's a gamer, live stream gamer. Yeah. Multitudes, that's his channel name. If you want to check him out on Twitch. Apart from that, continue to vlog, edit, got lots of edits today, and working on the next newsletter that I'll be doing, which will be on breathwork. So if you'd like to know more information about that, I'm doing a deep dive in the newsletter, and if you want to subscribe, feel free to go to my website for the newsletter or the blog posts at darylyep.com/newsletter, and you can get all the information there, including the previous posts. There's also another thing about the gym vlogs that I'd like to share is that when I do the gym vlogs, I try to find that balance, at least so that I can continue to train mindfully. So when I do the vlogs, I think I have to adjust a little bit on how I share. I know there's gonna be like some imperfections in like the framing and stuff, or like the voice, or sometimes my head is cut off, but I apologize for that in advance. I just want to make sure that I can still get in the zone of training while I do the vlogs. So it's more of like, I know what I'm gonna do, I know I'm gonna train hard, but along the way as I do the training, I will share about what are the exercises I'm going to be doing and some of the reasons why I'm doing why I'm doing it, what is a good method to do it. Sometimes I may not share about it, not because I don't want to, but when I'm in the zone, sometimes I just want to focus as well. But I think take it as something to do the exercises with me, and then take it back if you have any questions, jot it down and then leave it in the comments, and I can get back to you. And I'll probably do like other videos in more of a formal educational format, so it's more structured for you to gain that knowledge from. So take those gym vlogs as something as, if you want to join me to do it, then let's do it. And if you are somebody that is looking to adopt a more general overall well-being in terms of like the training, then I think this kind of vlogs, gym vlogs, is great as well to incorporate. However, if you are somebody that is looking to increase mass, body mass for muscle, gaining size in muscle, then this is probably not the best kind of training sequence program for you. So feel free to skip over it and just tune in for the vlogs, the sit down vlogs at least, if you want to. I plan to do a hot and cold therapy today, hot and cold session. I plan to do a hot and cold session today, or maybe just a sauna session. I haven't decided yet, depending on how the schedule goes today. And if I do, then I'll try and share it as I do it. If not, I will talk about it after I'm out of the shower or before I go for the session. But stay tuned for that, and I'll see you later. If not, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy your day ahead. Good evening. Excuse me. On the way back home, and still thinking about whether I should go for my sauna session or not, because I didn't manage to go today in the later afternoon as planned, as I had a meeting which overshot the timing. So it ended up snowballing my schedule. And so I have to decide whether I want to do the sauna session tonight, which is not the not the exact ideal timing that I would like to do it tonight, because I just had my dinner, and usually I try not to do it right after a meal. Because if I at least wait for about 2 to 3 hours before going to if I at least space out my sauna and avoid eating 2 to 3 hours before the session, it actually helps with keeping my glucose level low, and in turn helping to improve the growth hormones production. But sometimes you just can't have the best situation when you have different constraints in your lifestyle. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. You just do what you gotta do. No stress. Plus, I just went for dinner at a Korean restaurant which had no aircon in the Singapore heat. Today's temperature is probably like maybe around 33 to 34 degrees. It's just too hot for me, especially in that Korean restaurant, because they do like barbecue in the restaurant itself as well. So it's like, a little bit more stuffy in there. So that itself is like a mini heat exposure session for me already. Should I turn on this light? There you go. A little bit better? A little bit. Yeah, so at least we got that mini session in. We'll see once I get back how long I have left as well, because I need to pick Beth up, my fiance, from work. And if I were to do the sauna session, I hope to at least do it for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Sweat it out. This is my second attempt to vlog today. Second take of vlogging today. My morning one didn't go quite as how I would like it to, because the thoughts just didn't seem to come. Probably because I was so tired from yesterday, from the full shoot, and then a lot of video editing work to do, followed by a big leg day session at the gym, and then more editing in the evening, which I have to apologize for those who are tuning in. I missed yesterday's vlog, because when I came back in the evening, I realized I still have yet to render out the video, and that was gonna take about 2 hours or more to finish rendering. And by the time I wanted to render it, it was about later than 10 a.m. already, so just didn't have the time to. But I did vlog. I just didn't manage to render it out in time, so at least tried my best. So I didn't want to give my stress, I didn't want to stress myself on this, just not being able to hit, but at least to myself, I was able to show up, vlog it down, practice, and work on it, So today, I edited 2 of these videos, 2 of my vlogs, yesterday's and today's. So back on track again. Try my best to continue upkeep with this tempo and this pace. Keep it going. And Beth was kind enough to do a voice analysis for me today, or yesterday, and then shared with me what she found today on my voice and how I have been speaking in my vlogs and how to improve.
one of the things that I have to practice is doing this thing called the lip trail. You basically go like this. Still not perfect yet, but as silly as it may be, I have to be at a really relaxed state so that I can do this lip trail with a low to high pitch and all the way back down. And try not to get stuck in between. If I do get stuck in between, like if I go like so like this, means that I'm still tense, especially on my lips. For me, Beth said I had tension in my upper lip, but I need to work on that. There are other exercises that I needed to do, which is rotations of the tongue, keeping my vocal folds open for like a few minutes as a practice. What was the other one? I think the other one was, oh yeah, sticking out the tongue from here to really pushing it out. I'm not the voice expert here, she is. That's what she majored in theater. So she's awesome. She's got all the juicy tips for me. So I'm very lucky to have her as my fiance and future wife. So let's see. We're gonna start practicing that every day and see how it transforms my voice. There was also another thing I wanted to talk about today, which was when I had a call today with one of my buddies, Brian. We were talking about this topic where I mentioned to him, I don't really want to, although it's been like 10 days, there is 10 days of when I started to start getting back on track again and doing my content generation consistently from a day-to-day kind of basis. And then I told him like, there's always this temptation to look at the analytics, the metrics, seeing how many views or subscribers I've got. But I have this writing to remind me to say, look, I have this strategy and this plan in place already, which I have been like planning out for the past 3 months to almost 6 months. Gathering data and research and educational findings and piecing together my plan for the next year or so. I've even like done courses before to support what I have been learning on, to take my skill sets and my business to the next level. So this reminder said something like, if I have not executed my plan for at least 90 days, in my case, pushing out almost day-to-day content for the next 90 days consistently and providing that value to other people, at least posting about 30 long form videos, then I shouldn't be looking and obsessing about the analytics too much and worrying about it and overthinking about it. It just gives the inner self to give a reason to overthink things. And this is just a waste of emotional it's a waste of, what's that word? Emotional, I forgot that word, but you know what I mean? Like emotional effort emotional energy to think about all these things like, oh, the comments, the analytics, viewers, and how consistently having to worry, like, how do I get better and stuff like that. I should have trust in the plan that I formulated and confidence. And then when the 90 days is up, which I've marked in my calendar for on the 6th of July, I put it in my calendar to say like, okay, now is the time. You can start analyzing stuff, seeing what went well, what to improve on, what do I have to tweak. Then I can, make that worthwhile decisions to change anything. But at this point of time, maybe every month, once a month, I can just like do a accountability check to say, okay, have I been executing on a day-to-day basis? Those are the things I should worry about from the month to month before I hit those 90 days so that I'm on track. And that served as a good reminder because every day, when I post, sometimes you can get tempted when you go onto that platforms like social media and then you see the number of likes. So it's like, oh, that little dopamine hit. It's okay. With practice, sooner or later, it'll be just like, okay, all good. Move on to the next one. And focus on really providing value. That's the key there. Don't get tempted with the vanity metrics, but focus on providing the real value to others. Because that's really why I wanted to start my channel. In order to bridge the gap between people who are curious about starting their wellness journey and connecting them to all the different facilitators who are who are specialists in their own field, professionals in their own field. Like for me, I specialize in fitness, specialize in meditation and breath work. But, I can't be I don't want to stretch myself too thin as well. And I believe that, the world is your playground, right? There's so many other people and facilitators and all with different personalities. And my personality doesn't mean, sorry. I need to do that. Okay. My personality is probably not for everyone to resonate with. Not everybody resonates with my personality, rephrased. And I'm totally okay with that. So that's why I started this platform called Om Zone with my buddy Jack, and also with the help of Nicole to get this running and just get all the different facilitators and work together. And I think that's a very fruitful thing as well because it's so fun, to connect with other individuals and work together towards this end goal of helping others get onto their wellness journey. Yeah. Whew. Pumped myself up. I'm ready. Just realized that, in the evenings when I do this vlog, or at least in the afternoons onwards, I have a little bit more energy to do these sharings. Maybe I should switch it up a little bit, maybe do the vlogs in the afternoons onwards. Let's see. But, it takes practice as well. Like in the mornings, it could be nice where like some people prefer a more slow version to start off the morning if you want to watch it in the morning. And then maybe some people want to watch the more energetic side of me. I don't know. That's why I'm here to just experiment and try different things out. So do let me know if you prefer, me when I'm talking slowly, slower, or with a little bit more energy in the evenings or afternoons. Then I can adjust myself, tune it a little bit. I'm still being myself, and I think that's what's important, right? To be myself. And for me, I think with everyone, I can't always be high energy, and I won't always be, slow and just like chill, having that chill, slow vibe. All depends on for me, like my mood on the day, the situations that happen within the day. So many different factors. And I think that's fun to explore especially for myself. And I'm gonna reach home now. So thank you for joining me on my evening vlog. I'll see if I can do some vlogs at the sauna area. Let's see. If there's gonna be people, I probably won't do it because the sauna is only very small and I don't want it to seem like there's a creepy guy, bringing a camera to the sauna. But let's see. If you don't catch me later, then I'll see you tomorrow anyway. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one. Good night.